Welcome to the Leadership Brief, a space where I share stories and insights from my coaching and leadership experience to help impart actionable tips to level up your leadership and your life. In this week's Leadership Brief, entitled What's the Cost of Playing It Safe?, I explore the real cost of playing it safe and ask what risky moves you and your team have been avoiding that might actually be the safer choice. Quote, I did all the things I thought would avoid risk and I still ended up here, end quote. My friend and former colleague said, referring to her recent cancer diagnosis. Now she's rethinking her future career choices with this newfound awareness. Her words hit me hard because they revealed something most of us don't recognize. We are often managing risks that exist more in our heads than in reality, while missing the real cost of playing it safe. As a coach, I have a front row seat to the inner dialogue that can drive our career decisions. Here are some examples. If I go to a different team, people here will forget about me. If I speak up in that meeting, they'll think I'm not a team player. If I push for this change and it doesn't work, everyone will blame me. If I leave this role after a year, it will look bad on my resume. Many of us are masterful at imagining worst-case scenarios that rarely materialize while making choices that guarantee we'll never discover what we're truly capable of. The truth is, when we play it safe, we rarely know the true cost. Our lives aren't playing out like the movie Sliding Doors. We don't get to witness the parallel version where we took the proverbial leap. There's rarely a dramatic moment where we realize what we missed. Instead, there's just the quiet knowledge that we could have been bolder and the lingering question, what if? My friend's illness didn't reveal a specific missed opportunity. It revealed something more subtle, years of small choices made from fear rather than curiosity and confidence. My own sliding doors moment came in 2019 when I was offered a 7-month international assignment right at the time I was starting to think about having my second child. We could all see the risk. I'd probably return without a guaranteed position to slot back into. The voice in my head quietly repeated, if you take that assignment, you may not have a role when you get back. Isn't it safer to stay visible and keep building on what you've already established? But I took the leap anyway. That uncertainty led to a rotation as an internal coach, an opportunity that completely reshaped my career trajectory. The risky choice became the foundation for work I never could have imagined. Had I let the risks take an outsized role in how they impacted my decision, I may never have discovered what else I was capable of. Fear serves an important function, though, and we don't want to dismiss it altogether. The key is distinguishing between fear that's keeping you genuinely safe versus fear that's keeping you small. Fear of taking on a project without adequate resources, that's useful wisdom. Fear of taking any challenging project because someone might criticize your approach, that's limiting. The goal is to establish fear literacy, learning to read which fears deserve your attention and which ones are just noise. A different kind of risk assessment. Instead of asking, what's the worst that could happen, try asking yourself or your team these questions. What story am I telling myself about the risk that's keeping me small? What would I choose if I stopped managing other people's imaginary reactions? My friend's illness didn't suddenly create an uncertainty in her life. It revealed that uncertainty was always there. She just spent years making choices as if safety were actually within her control. What could change about your next career or life decision if you stop playing defense against risks that mostly exist in your imagination? Explore more. If you're interested in understanding how our minds process risk and decision making, I recommend the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman for the psychology behind our choice patterns, and Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert for practical wisdom on moving beyond fear and embracing uncertainty with creative courage. Thanks for listening.